Hello. Welcome to the Brother Sister Skipper, the Love Unfiltered show. So today I want to talk to us women like I always do. But today I want to talk about when to speak and when to remain silent. You see, as women, we talk too much, and most times that is our problem. So, what I have noticed is that when there are issues at home with our husbands, at times we talk so much that even for situations that we are supposed to have rights, we talk until we are being given wrong because we say things that we are not even supposed to say. And honestly, there are days you don't just need to talk. You really need to know when to talk and when not to talk. That was my greatest weakness, and it's something that I'm working on, and I've not mastered it yet, but I'm trying. Let me tell you what the Bible said. So I always try to reference the Bible when I talk, so we know that these are things that, as long as we are humans, we tend to do them always. But if you have the backing of the Holy Spirit has a way of helping you. So in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 7, it says, a time to silence and a time to speak. So silence is not always weakness, and speaking up is not always strength, because most times speaking up will land you into trouble. Sometimes silence is protection and speaking is strategy, but the Holy Spirit give us the discernment to know what to do and what not to do. So I want us to look at when to be silent or run over them quickly. So the first one, when emotions are high. When anger is fresh, wisdom waits. Proverbs 15:1 says, a soft answer turneth wrath. If emotions are high in the home, you wait. So for me, that's what I do now. If something has happened and like it's really heated between me and my husband, I don't want to say a thing at the end of the day that I will go back and say I'm sorry. So what I do, I tend to wait until we are in the best, when he is in his best mood, then I'll tell him that I don't actually like what he did to me. And honestly, that has been helping our marriage. Another moment to be silent, when to be silent is when you are not being heard. Jesus himself was silent before Pilate, because they've seen what Jesus has done, but still they keep asking. So Jesus kept quiet. So at times, if you've said a lot of things and it seems as if your husband is not listening to you, be quiet. And another thing again, when God is still working, sometimes silence is a seed. Don't ruin it by talking too much. Maybe there are days our husbands listen, just that they will not accept it. So maybe God is trying to sow a seed in the heart of that husband, but you are just there talking. So it's very key. But then there are days you should speak. And when should you speak? When correction is needed in love. Even when you are correcting, you need to do it in love. Proverbs 27:5 say, open rebuke is better than secret love. Speak with respect, not rage. And also, when peace depends on clarity. Most of us, we don't know how to communicate. At times, most of the issues we face at home is just a matter of clarity, but we don't even know how to clarify issues. And at times, you speak if you are led by the Holy Spirit. And most of you have kept quiet for a long time. You need to ask God for the courage to speak. Some of you speak too quickly. You need to ask God for the discipline to hold back, because wisdom is not just what you say, but it's when and how you say it. And God will help us to know when to speak, because when you talk too much, it's a problem. When you don't talk at all, it's a problem. So, what should we do? I want you to answer that question for yourself. But for me, I will say, let's allow the Holy Spirit to help us, because on our own, it's not easy. Thank you. Like, comment, and share if you find this episode interesting.